Hey guys, it's Omar Rashan T. Borja, the Burger Popper, doing a little bit another stream of consciousness kind of video, just talking about the bowl schedule. One of my favorite days of the year when the bowl schedule gets revealed, because you can kind of like plan your road trips. Even if your team's like not in a bowl game. If you're like me, like you love bowl games, you just like going to bowl games. Like I'm 3 hours from the DFW, and I mean a bunch of those bowl games are nearby, of course. So it's a good time. It's a good time, and who knows how many more bowl seasons we'll get if the 2014 playoff eventually happens. I'm just so sick and tired of that discourse. So, gonna take a break from that discourse and just highlight some things I found interesting from a scheduling perspective, on the backdrop of TV and tradition with the bowl schedule. So I guess first off, I think the thing that caught everyone's eye really was, just going in order. The New Mexico Bowl on Christmas Eve, and I like that we get a doubleheader on Christmas Eve, because we used to have that with the Bahamas Bowl. I think it was good to have a Christmas Eve day game, and the Hawaii Bowl is a nightcap. Ticket sales might be an issue, but I really feel like the New Mexico Bowl is banking on the New Mexico Lobos being good. So essentially, it just cancels out really the effect of being on Christmas Eve. Just cancels out the fact that you have two traveling fan bases when you have just one in New Mexico playing a de facto home game at University Stadium in Albuquerque. So I really think that's what went into ESPN Events' mindset, and I think this was the year to do it because Jason X doing a wonderful job. The Mountain West in the Mountain West, they're missing Boise State, of course, San Diego State, and Fresno State. That's already three teams that went to bowls, and you have two of the team or one of the conference champion from the past 3 years, 24, 25, 2 years, past 2 years, going away. So yeah, it's just a prime year for New Mexico to make that bowl game and ESPN to hook them up really good. Going to the 26th, which is notably the third Saturday of December, 5, 12, 19, 26. Well, okay, the first Saturday of bowl season, not counting Army Navy. You got the Pinstripe Bowl, the Fenway Bowl, the Mayo Bowl, right? And the 6 Day Adventures Bowl and the Cactus Bowl. So something I noticed with this one, usually on this Saturday, is you have a game starting off at 11 a.m. Eastern and the last bowl game of the day starting off at 9:15. They've reduced that to two ESPN windows, and now you have three games on ABC. You got the Pinstripe, the Mayo, and you have the Cactus Bowl on ABC. Which for the Mayo Bowl, I think that's the first time the Mayo Bowl's been on ABC since 2018. I remember watching when it was the Belk Bowl, when it was Virginia, South Carolina, and Virginia used that game as a springboard to make the Orange Bowl in 2019. Of course, in 2018, I think they shut out South Carolina 20-0 in that one. Shout out Bryce Perkins, man. He needs to be playing in the UFL this year. Uh, but the Cactus Bowl is really interesting to me because that game I can see the Big 12, because that is, I want to say, the sixth or seventh selection after the playoff for the Big 12. And of course, the Mountain West used that backup tie-in to replace the Big 12 last year. So I can definitely see a Mountain West team getting a good showcase on ABC. It's just kind of just, on a short note, I know that this is an unpopular opinion. Everyone hates football, baseball stadiums, but it's a novelty, guys. Like there's 40 plus bowl games and only three were at ballparks. Now we're down to two. So it is what it is. But that novelty's gone, unfortunately. Kind of sucks, really, but it is what it is. I'm just grateful I got to go to two of those Cactus Bowls, one of them by accident, Cactus slash Guaranteed Rate Bowls. But it is cool as a purist perspective to see a bowl game back at Sun Devil Stadium, now Mountain America Stadium. If you squint close enough and close your eyes, even though they downsized that stadium, it's essentially the Fiesta Bowl. It's essentially the Fiesta Bowl of old, and it might be a better experience for fans too than being at State Farm Stadium, which is kind of plain, in my opinion. It's kind of plain, but let's move on from there. It's not about this debate. Uh, I will say though, with that, I think the fact that that Saturday, that first Saturday of bowl season being on December 26th, and the fact there's only five bowls, I think the fact that the day after Christmas is a scary day for bowl travel, I think it's the reason why you saw the Pop Tarts Bowl, the Alamo Bowl, you saw those games pass on being on ABC. And I think last year we had, what was a nightcap? Because we had on that Saturday with the Pop Tarts Bowl, and then I'm drawing a blank on what the nightcap was. Oh, the Gator Bowl. Yeah, I don't think you're going to see the Gator Bowl, the Pop Tarts Bowl the day after Christmas. It's just not good for fan travel. So I think the Cactus Bowl, which naturally has issues Um, with traveling fans being a Big Ten, Big 12 tied in game, I think they're just willing to make that sacrifice, and the fact that they've been on the day after Christmas for the past 3 years since 2023, so the past 4 years, and counting. So that's something interesting there. New Year's Eve, I think New Year's Eve is shaping out to be a great bowl day. I love the fact that we get to have kind of like a cascading, staggered football bonanza around New Year's Day, right? New Year's Day, you got the playoff, right? You got your peach, cotton, and rose, right? It's great. You got your traditional bowl games, your traditional New Year's bowl games with high stakes. On New Year's Eve, though, you got four games, one with amazing, I mean, one, all of them have great tradition, but one with amazing tradition, the Sun Bowl on CBS on New Year's Eve. Of course, high noon in El Paso. I miss El Paso. Then you got the ReliaQuest Bowl, the Las Vegas Bowl, the Texas Bowl. I don't think you could ask for a better New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and the fact that those games will take center stage. I mean, sure, the Texas Bowl is going to go head to head with Thursday Night Football, but in the daytime, you got the ReliaQuest, the Sun Bowl, the Vegas Bowl. Like those are games that will get prime viewership on New Year's Eve, and just a great feel. You know, football on New Year's Eve to ring in the new year before the playoff, the appetizer before the main dish. For a lot of fans, I could not care less about the playoff. I'm a bowl game guy, but I think that's great. That's great for a lot of college football fans. And then with January 2nd too, we got a triple header. You got the Citrus Bowl, the Liberty Bowl, and the First Responder Bowl. Citrus Bowl at noon on ABC. First Responder Bowl at 3:30, which I think ESPN is going to put some power conference teams there, just because, for viewers, and then the Liberty Bowl. So more focus on the Citrus and Liberty Bowl. Those are two of the most historic bowl games in college football right now. I think the Citrus Bowl's in a sweet spot right now. I think they saw last year with Texas and Miami drawing pretty much not great attendance numbers. The upper deck was pretty much empty. I think if they stick to the Saturday on first Saturday of January, I think they're cooking honestly. Especially at the noon ABC slot in daytime. I think a daytime Citrus Bowl is just great for college football fans. It's great for the purists like me, that love seeing the Citrus Bowl Stadium or Camping World Stadium out there in the Florida sun, while we're sitting in the cold out there, like for me, cold out in Oklahoma. I mean, I think that's a great spot for that game to be, and I hope it stays there even if the playoff expands. The Liberty Bowl too. Liberty Bowl was on January 2nd last year, and I think that one being pretty much like the grand finale, if you will, of bowl season. I think that's great, honestly. A lot of history with that one. An American team plays there every few years, so it's great for that conference, especially with a Saturday night slot. And then the First Responder Bowl, of course, too. That game is a how do I say it? It's a more newfangled bowl, right? It's more newfangled, but I mean it's good though. Like the optimist in me wants to say that hey, they'll put a group of five team like last year was the American versus Conference USA. Every now and then you'll see a Mountain West or a MAC team there too. But I do think they're going to make this one like an ACC Big 12. You're going to see two 6-6 or 6-6 and a 7-5 team play on ABC at 3:30 at SMU Stadium. So it is what it is. But I think that's great. Let's see if I missed anything. Yeah, no, that's really everything, honestly, that caught my eye with the bowl situation. Really, I mean, New Year's Eve or Christmas Eve, big football day. New Year's Eve, big football day. January 2nd, huge football day, and I think that's great for fans too. If we can have a 3-day college football fest, um, if we can have a 3-day college football fest on New Year's Day, then count me in. But let me know what your thoughts are on the bowl game schedule. I'd love to hear everyone's thoughts. But until next time, everyone, peace, love, and soul, and the burger.